Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here and happy you're here with me. And if you're new here and enjoy this type of content, I do hope you'll subscribe. My name is Heather. This is Southern Gals Crochet. And today we're going to talk about my whole inventory. It's been a while since I've done a complete inventory video. So we got quite a bit to go through. And it's just one of those days I just don't have the energy to deal with my hair. So I had to unpack this box and redo some labels because some of the labels over time have gotten a little dingy. So first off, we're going to start with some baby blankets. These are approximately 30 by 30 receiving blankets, and I sell them at $45. And I have one blue and brown and one pink and purple. And they don't, I'm going to just say, they don't sell very often, but I do keep them in my shop to, just in case. I have sold, I think I've had them in my shop for, I'm going to say about a year now, and I've sold two. So, yeah, they're not a big seller, but I do like having them as an alternative to toys. Okay. And what else is in this box? I have the Glam Chicks. This one says Wild. This one says Haughty. And they are both at $15 a piece. I did have them at $20, but no, they did not sell. And to be honest, they've only been in my shop a couple of months now, and I've only sold two. So they're cute, and I get lots of laughs over them, but they are a hard sell. So I'm not sure how many more of those I'll be making, but they're cute and they get a lot of attention, so you might be staying a little while. All right, and roses. Roses, for the longest time, were not doing very well at all, and then bam, I sold like 5 of them in one show, so you just never know. And these are really easy makes. It's just a bamboo stick with some yarn and hot glue, of course, a lot of hot glue. But I sell these for $10 a piece. And that should have been on my to-do list, but I forgot. Not that I got even close to finishing my to-do list at all. I have one tulip left, and I do believe I'm going to be putting this in the clearance bin just to try to get rid of it. The other flowers that I made were tulips and lavenders, and yeah, they were not easy to sell, so they're not coming back again. Okay, something else I am definitely phasing out of my inventory is these cactus planters. I have had these in my shop for, I don't know, probably 3 years now, and I'm down to the last 4, and I'm lucky if I sell one maybe every couple of months. So I'm definitely going to be not making any more of these. So I am selling these currently at $10, and this is a polar bear, a puffin, and I have a fox, and then I have a hedgehog. So hopefully those will be going very soon. And won't be returning. I don't know. Sometimes I say that, and then a couple of years later I bring them back. You just never know. Definitely something I am going to phase out for sure is washcloths. And to be honest, some of these washcloths have been with me so long that the tops are faded. So that just tells me that color does not sell. Yeah, it's one of those products that takes longer to make, and you just really can't get your profit out of it. And I mean, I could sit there and make washcloths all day, and I would still only get maybe 6 done in a day. So it's really hard to get your profit out of it. But I have 11 of these left, and they're definitely going to be going in the clearance bin just to start the process of getting rid of them. They take up a pretty good amount of space on my booth, and of course they're not moving. I'm lucky if I sell one washcloth every couple of months. It's just not a big mover. And another thing that I definitely am keeping, because it is definitely a big mover, is Scrubbies. Even though I have to say it's been a couple of markets since I actually sold one, but they are a big draw and big seller. And I typically sell anywhere from 3 to 5 sets of Scrubbies. There's 2 in each set of Scrubbies per market. So, and of course, I constantly having people looking at them. So those are definitely staying. I have 18 of those at this time. And I'm sorry, the washcloths sell at $8 a piece, and these Scrubby sets sell at $10 a piece. So now we got to go to the next box. I'll be back. Let's see. We also have a dragon and one more dragon. And unfortunately, these dragons have been with me for quite a while, and they've been marked down. So I don't know. I currently have them at $40, and yeah, they're the last 2 dragons, and they have not moved. So I might have to try a different dragon pattern, see if that does any better, because I know dragons are cool, like really cool. So I don't know. Alright, and we have one large strawberry for $20. And so far these have been pretty good. I've made 3, sold 2, so far those are pretty good and at that price point. And a fan favorite here in my local Texas, these Cactus pillows, and these are $25 a piece, and one's got a purple, one's got orange. Alright, let's see, what else do we have here? I have a duck. These are pretty popular. I pretty much make one, sell one, make one, sell one. And these are at $25. This is new to my batch, but it's my Pup Buddy, and it's a larger version of my Pup Buddy, and it is $30. And this is also a new product, but I enjoyed the heck out of it, was this airplane. And instead of putting eyes, I put a windshield. And this is priced at $30. One last turtle. This is my land turtle pattern, and it is at $30. And I just have not gotten around to making any more, so he's the last one. And then we have the sun and moon. This is also my pattern, but it is in a smaller yarn than I had originally done it. And I'm selling the pair for $20. The smaller version of that airplane with little embroidered eyes for $15. Let's see. Oh, here's one I'm definitely phasing out, is the larger octopus. I have had these 3 larger octos for, I'm going to say almost 2 years now. And they are just not moving. So they're going to go in the clearance bin and make room for new products. And we have one last large pig for $20. The pigs get a lot of ooh and ah, but they don't move very fast. So, I don't know. I have these 2 items that are going to go in the clearance bin, and these are little airheads. They probably would look good with a keychain on it or something like that, but yeah, they've just been with me for quite a while, and it's time to go. And I'm going to sell those for, well, they're marked at $8, but clearance bin probably $5. Alright, and then we have some snakes, which I noticed one of the snakes is missing his tag because it tore right off. So he needs a new tag. And I have this one snake that is way longer than the others. Let me put this one up here next to it. So like, that's a big size difference, right? Big size difference. And but he's just not selling at the price that I have the smaller ones at. So I think he might end up in the reduced clearance bin. But I had him marked at 30, and these smaller versions are marked at 20, and they sell fairly well at that price range. So I have 3 smaller ones and 1 larger one. And now we gotta get into another box. Okay, so when I got into that other box, I found the yellow cactus. I thought it had sold. My bad. It's still here. So 1 more yellow cactus. Ooh, we have 1 armadillo at $20. Probably should have gotten some of that done. Oh, there's just too much to do and not enough time. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We have a sloth, and it's $25. And these usually sell pretty fast. I had 2, now I have 1. One longhorn, or no, not longhorn, Highland cow at $25. 1 little puppy at $18. Whew, I am really overstimulated. My face is turning red. I feel it. Alright, and we have our sea turtles, our large sea turtles at $30. I have a greenish color one, and a peach color one, and a pink color one. And 1 large shark for $20. And 3 Hank the dogs, blue, brown, and green. They did get attention, but they didn't sell, and they are at $25. But they're a new product, so give it a little time. He's so cute. Okay. And we have our flowers. I really love these flowers. Maybe it's just me, because they got a little bit of attention, but not a lot. And I have them at $25. So maybe it's just me. I love them. Flower power, man. Love it. I especially love this blue one. I keep telling myself I'm going to keep this blue one, but I keep throwing it back in the box. So 4 flowers at $25 a piece. Whew. Alright, we're getting down to the smaller items. Before I end this video, I'll probably be roasted red. Okay, so next up are still a little bit more bigger items. We have the Brontosaurus. I have 1 at $25. The T-Rex, also at $25. The Triceratops, also at $25. And I have these. I did them a while back, probably a year ago, and not a single one had sold. I've actually given away 2 of them out of the 6 that I made, and I still have the last 4. And, you know, so these goldfish crackers do not sell in my area at all. Those are going to end up going into the clearance bin, and I currently have them marked at $15, so probably $10, and hope they go. Another item that's going to be going in the clearance bin is this gnome. This gnome has been with me for over 3 years. And I thought it was cute. I thought a cowboy gnome, how cute. You know, like a bunch of cowboys out here. But at $15, it is still not selling, so it is going in the clearance bin. And so, next up we have my Sesame chicken. And this is the Sesame chicken, the original. And this is the Sesame chicken 2.0. There's definitely a size difference, but of course I did use different kind of yarn. But it now has wings. It is now a roll taller here, a roll taller there, with a couple of more changes in the comb and beak. But yeah, the originals I sold at $18, and I am selling the 2.0 at $20. And I currently have 2 of those left, and 3 of the originals left. We have, and the black and white. And basically, eventually, I will phase out the original, because I've noticed a lot of people, only because of the price, are buying the smaller one. They are buying the larger one because it's prettier. I mean, let's get real. So, anyway, I will eventually phase out the original and go with the 2.0. Alright, that box is full. It is time to switch out boxes. I'll be back. Alright, let's move on to some other items here. Alright, so we have footballs. These brown ones are kind of more popular than our local colors. I would have thought the local colors would have been going faster, but no, the brown ones usually do. And I currently have 5 brown ones, and I sell them at $8 a piece. And I have 3 of the local colors of the blue, and then I have 1 baby blue, you know, for a little baby boy. And so that is 8 footballs. I also have 2 butterflies at $18 a piece. I have 2 chicken nuggets that are going in the clearance bin. They've been with me a little too long, and they are currently marked at $12. I have 2 owls, and those are marked at $12. I have 3 crabs that are quickly becoming my favorite thing. And these are marked at $15. 2 squid marked at $20. Okay, oops, found another baby blue football. So that brings it up to 9 footballs. Alright, then we have some chill pills. I have, I do believe, 8 altogether of various different colors. And I sell those at $10 a piece. And here's the rest of them. Pink, blue, baby blue, and orange. Alright. And I also, this is my newest product. It's cat toys. And there's a ball and a mouse in each bag. And those are $10 a piece. And I have 5 of them. And sea turtles. We have small sea turtles at $15 a piece. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's see, these, I have 6 these, and these sell at $12 a piece. And I have 2 peas in the pod, one with faces, one without, and they sell at $10 a piece. Right. Whew. We're getting there. Whew. Okay. So, let's see. We have the small Octos at $12 a piece. I have 2 hot pink and 2 regular pink and 2 yellow and 1 orange, 1 green, 1 blue, well, turquoise, 1 purple, and 1 dark blue. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Octos. And that's another, the Octos just really have not been moving for me. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about the little ones. Alright. And then we have sharks. We have 1 blue, gray blue color for $15. And 4 gray color for $15. And that basket's empty. Alright. Baby chicks. Yay, I love baby chicks. Now, these came out a lot smaller than I was used to, but anyway, I don't know if you can tell. Just slightly, a little smaller. They sell at $8 a piece, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Yeah, see, this one is definitely, almost obviously bigger. So, but I'll still sell them at $8 a piece. So 8 of those. And 4 mushrooms at $8 a piece. These were a hot item a couple of years ago, and they've just kind of fizzled out. I haven't made any in a while. So, 4 mushrooms. Chili peppers. I have 5 chili peppers at $10 a piece. And they get attention, but they very rarely get bought. So, they might be leaving us soon, too. I don't know. It's just so hard because, you know, what am I going to put in its place? I mean, granted, I am always coming up with new ideas and finding new patterns. And I have a long list of patterns I haven't even touched. A long list of ideas I haven't even touched. So, yeah. It's just a revolving, I don't know. My brain just stopped at revolving. It just sounded like a weird word. And all of a sudden my brain just quit. Okay. And we have 5 of my little pocket frogs at $5 a piece. I usually have a lot more than that, but another thing to go on the list. Okay. And of course the Hershey Kisses that I made before Valentine's Day. I have literally only sold 2 since then, so these are gonna either get put away before for next Valentine's Day, or put in the clearance bin. One or the other. And I just dropped one on the floor, as usual. Oh, and those were $5 a piece. And blueberries, just plain old regular blueberries, no faces, $5 a piece. I have 4 of them. And strawberries, which I just made a whole bunch of them. I sell these at $5 a piece. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red ones, and 5 pink ones. Sorry about that. We had to take a small feed the dog break. He was pretty insistent about it. Alright. So, I did speak about this in the last video that I did. Mystery boxes. So, not very decorative. They're kind of plain at this moment. I couldn't find my tissue paper. And of course, Walmart is a 2-hour drive, so that's not happening. So, I just did the best I could with it, and it has one $10 item and a handful of stickers in there with it. And I did, I don't know if you can see it, a little D, a little tiny little letter at the bottom, just to give myself an idea of what's in it. so I know what's sold. Because yeah, since I was like trying to figure out how am I going to know which one of these sold so I can keep track of my inventory, you know, so I don't have a whole lot of repetitive boxes that are all the same, you know. Anyway, so I put a little letter at the bottom. This is mallard duck. This is ladybug. And this is a yellow ducky. So, keeping that in mind, we have ladybugs at $10 a piece, and I currently have 2 here and 1 in a mystery box. So, we have mallard duck. We have 3 here and 1 in a mystery box. And these are $10 a piece. And then, of course, yellow ducky. We have 3 here and 1 in a mystery box. $10 each. And then the last thing, well, no, not the last thing. The next to the last thing, I did this just this morning. Was this little alien ship thing. It's just so cute. And it literally only took me 1 hour, and I think the lady is May Makes Crochet. I think that's her name. I will definitely have the description, you know, where you can get it down below. But so cute, and literally only took me an hour. I opted not to change colors because I had just done a project that had a whole lot of changing colors, and I was over it. So, these little baubles, I don't know if you can see them, little baubles I just made same color as the ship. Anyway, so cute. $10. I hope to get at least 2 more done this evening. So the last item on the list is this. Let me introduce you to Dutch the Doxie. I got the Doxie suggestion from one of the ladies in the comments from my last video, and I loved it. So this is Dutch the Doxie, and it is currently up and ready and on sale on my website. I'm so happy that it is done and ready for you guys because it's super easy. There's not hardly any complication in it. The only complication is the nose, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's super easy. And anyway, I have 4 of these in my inventory, and I sell them at $20 a piece. This is so cute. That's cute. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to say that for last because, yay, they are up and ready and on my website. So, go get your Dutch the Doxie. Alright. Woo! That was quite a bit of inventory. I was going to add in the Thanksgiving and Christmas and Halloween stuff, but hubby convinced me it's just a little too soon. So we'll wait a little bit for that. Alright. I hope y'all had fun watching me sweat. And I hope I didn't bore you too badly. And go get your pattern. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.